Welcome to Yoga for Paddlers with Soul Connection and Suki the dog. Okay, come to a comfortable position on your mat. Cross-legged, you can take that with calves crossed or one heel in front of the other. Prop something underneath the seat. If it's a little hard for you to sit upright, the low back feels tight and you feel that your spine is flexing forwards, then raise your seat very slightly. Let the eyes come down to a close and bring the hands somewhere comfortable along the lengths of the legs. Give yourself an opportunity here to let go of the expectation of the day ahead, to let go of any busyness that has already made an impression on your day. Allow yourself to be fully present in the sensations of the body. So taking a conscious scan along the body, noticing areas of tension. And as you notice them, choosing to exhale more fully, as if that exhale had the possibility of unraveling that tightness or tension. And we'll start to bring movement into our practice. Eyes can stay closed. Awareness to the tip of the nose. Imagine there's a crayon on the nose, and I'd like you to draw small circles with the nose. And then those circles become bigger. They turn into spiraling circles as big as your neck allows. Steady inhale, steady exhale. Keep those circles big and then begin to spiral the opposite way. This time the spiral is big and it gradually becomes smaller and smaller and smaller until you pause and stop there. Bring the right hand onto the head, just above the left ear. And now use the weight of that arm to gently draw the right ear down to the right shoulder. Feel a stretch through the upper neck, upper trapezius, the back of the neck and shoulder on that left-hand side. Go ahead and reach the left arm away from you. Push the fingertips away in space. And as you exhale, move into that stretch a little more deeply before inhale, coming up and releasing. We'll take that through the opposite side. Left hand comes onto the head just above right ear. Use the exhale to ease yourself into the stretch. Shrug the right shoulder away from the ear and then options to reach that right arm away from you. Find a full breath here, so the breath begins in the belly, it moves up through the chest cavity, and you exhale. Let that breath go with a soft sigh, release the tension. Inhale, come all the way up, release the hands. If the eyes are still closed, open them up. We're going to come over into a kneeling position. If, like me, your knees are sensitive, please feel free to bring a blanket or cushion underneath the knees. Coming into a high kneeling position. So my preference would be for you to tuck the toes under here and push into the balls of the feet, activating the legs. The tailbone tucks under and there's a slight squeeze through the buttocks, the glutes. Bring your left hand to the hip, reach the right hand out in front of you. As you inhale, bring that palm to the back of the head. And then as you exhale, keeping the elbow nice and high, bring the hand to the back. So inhale, palm comes to the back of the head. And exhale, the back of the hand comes to the lumbar spine. Breathing in and out. So you're trying to keep the shoulder, the elbow nice and high so that you feel that the rotation comes through the shoulder girdle. This next exhale, leave that right hand where it is. We're going to bring the left hand out in front of us. Inhale, bring it to the back of the head. Exhale, down to the low back. Breathing in, and breathing out. So I can really feel creaking and popping in that left shoulder. It's not necessarily normal or good, but mobilizing that shoulder, getting the joint fluid, definitely is. Okay, exhale, pause with that hand in the low back. Reach the hands out in front of you, palms touch. And then you're going to bring the hands towards you so the elbows bend. Take an inhale here and then exhale, point the fingers towards your sternum. And exhale, point them away. Elbows staying nice and high and just moving through the wrists. So I'm really activating through the heel of my hands here, bringing broadness across the pecs, the chest, activating into serratus anterior muscle underneath the armpit. Good. Next exhale is going to be our last. Good. Reach the arms back out in front of you, give them a little shake if you need or want to. Reach the arms out. You're going to make fists starting with the baby finger. So baby finger and then each finger rolling down into the palm sequentially, thumbs on top. Press those knuckles down to the floor and then stretch the arm bones away from you. Keep the tailbone tucked under, glutes engaged. You're going to push the thumbs towards each other and then down towards the floor. Then push the fingertips up towards the ceiling, send the thumbs forwards. Shake that down. Good. You're going to do that again. And I'm going to face the camera so you can get a different view here. Roll the fingers down into the palms, thumbs on top. Press the knuckles down to the floor. Push the thumbs in towards each other, then out in front of you, then fingers all the way up. Keeping the thumbs forwards, fingers up. Shake that down. We're going to do that one more time. Reach the hands out in front of you. Baby finger starts first. Roll the rest in. Thumbs on top, knuckles down. Arm bones forwards. Tailbone tucked under. Release the thumbs. Push the thumbs forwards. And then open the fingertips to the ceiling. And shake that down. Good. We're going to sit back on our heels with the toes tucked under, trying to get all 10 toes pressing into the mat here. Reach your arms out in front of you so that your palms are facing each other, thumbs facing ceiling. As you inhale, reach the arms up. When you can't reach up or back anymore, turn the palms out to the edges of the room, thumbs facing forwards. And then sweep the arms down to the floor, leading with the thumbs. As you inhale, keep the hands in the exact same position until you can't move anymore. Flip the palms in, fingers facing ceiling, and exhale, bring the hands down between the thighs. Good, we're going to do 2 more of those. So inhale, reach up, turn the palms out, exhale, sweep the arms down. Keep the palms as they are, inhale, reach the arms up, flip the palms in, exhale. Last time, breathing in, turn the palms out, sweep the arms down, breathe out. Inhale, reach up, flip the palms in, exhale, bring them all the way down. Good, really nice. Untuck the toes, tap out through the tops of the feet. We're going to come into a tabletop position here. So bring your knees underneath your hips, toes tucked under or feet flat, it's your choice. And then wrist creases underneath the shoulders or slightly ahead if it feels uncomfortable. Look at the hands. I want you to spread the fingers and thumbs really wide and let the middle finger face directly forwards. The rest of the fingers and thumbs move out from that middle finger. Turn the insides of the elbows so that they face forwards. As you inhale, I want you to lift your sit bones, the bony prominence underneath the glutes up to the ceiling. Feel that the chest wants to lift and let the gaze lift. Starting with the tailbone, the coccyx, exhale, draw that down between your legs as if you were a naughty puppy, like Suki. And then draw your chin to chest, looking back between the thighs. This is called cat-cow. Inhale, we're starting from the tailbone, the coccyx, lifting it up. The ribs follow, chest, chin lift. Exhale, tailbone draws down. Squeeze navel to spine, push floor away, chin to chest. 3 more, moving at the length of your breath. Now, as you take this last inhale, exhale, just noticing any areas of the spine that are finding this challenging, and maybe just pausing there for a second. And release. Staying in this tabletop position, we're going to come into a twist from here. So I'd like you to raise your right arm up towards the ceiling. Bring the hand to the back of the head and then open the elbow, the armpit to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring that elbow down and tap the opposite inner elbow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, see if you can tap the opposite wrist. You'll need to bend the left elbow to get there. Inhale, reach up, open the armpit. This time, exhale, we're going to thread the right arm all the way under. Either the forearm touching, or if the body allows, the shoulder coming down onto the mat. I'm going to breathe here. If that right arm is fully connected to the floor, you can raise the left arm to the ceiling. And now push the forearm or the bicep into the floor. Reach the top arm up if that arm will extend. Breathing here. And exhale, come back to tabletop position. Left arm. Inhale, raise the left arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring that hand to the back of the head and then open the armpit to the ceiling. Trying to keep the hips level so this twist comes from the upper back, the spine, thoracic spine. Bring that elbow and tap the opposite inner elbow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tap the opposite wrist crease, right elbow can bend to get there. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to post the left arm underneath the right. Forearm comes down. Maybe you come all the way down to the outside of the upper arm, the bicep. Try and keep the hips level. They're going to want to wander over to the right side of the mat. Bring that left hip back over to the center of the mat. Options here to raise the right arm to the ceiling. And if you take that option, push the floor away actively with your right shoulder. Breathing here. Exhale, come back to your box position. Walk your hands back to your knees, sit back on your heels, interlace all fingers and thumbs, and then roll out through the wrists. Steady breath in here, and a steady breath out. Trying to keep the arms still and letting that rotation come just from the wrists. Okay. We're going to come into a squat position. My suggestion would be if you're using a mat, roll up the mat and pop it under your heels, or you can use a blanket or a cushion. And you want the heels to be connected to something. If you can get the heels to the mat, great. To have the heels elevated means that we're working into strength in certain muscles. Really, we want to be working into flexibility here instead. Knees can be externally rotated or straight ahead, likewise with the toes. A comfortable position here. Interlace all fingers and thumbs. Send the heel of the hands forwards, shoulder height. Stay here, or if there's more mobility in the shoulders, keep pressing the heel of the hands up and find your edge. Breathing in, breathing out. Turn the knuckles away from you. Bring the hands all the way down onto the floor. Point the toes forwards, heels back, and come into a forward fold with bent knees. Relax the shoulders, relax the head. Inhale, externally rotate the toes, come back down into your squat. Bring the heel of the hands forwards and up, breathe in. Exhale, knuckles forwards, hands to the floor, forward folds. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. Reach up, noticing whether there's more mobility in the shoulders as you exhale. Notice what's available in the hamstrings as you fold. I have completely lost count, so we'll do an extra one just for good measure. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Slide your equipment out from underneath your heels and then lower yourself down into a crouched position, bringing your hands to your chest. Find yourself in a seated position here as gracefully as you can without using your hands. It wasn't very graceful, I'm sorry. Bring the legs forwards. Coming into the closing part of our practice here. Sit up nice and tall. You've got little bony prominence underneath the glutes. They're called ischiums. Sit tall here. Bring the hands to the back of the right thigh. Draw the leg in towards you. Heel in line with the ischium on the right side. Left arm reaches forwards. It wraps around the knee. Draw the knee in towards you. Sit up. Look at the outstretched leg, toes facing ceiling to activate into hamstrings. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, sweep it back, squeezing the shoulder blade down until the fingertips find the floor. And then walk the fingertips towards you, gently pushing the floor away to lift up through lumbar spine and thoracic spine. As you exhale next, twist from the navel, the ribs and the collarbones. Can you sense what's happening in the back shoulder? Is it lifted? And if so, exhale and relax it down and away. Nod the chin to chest. Take a final round of breath here. Inhale, look up, look forwards. Take the sole of that right foot into the left thigh. Turn your ribs towards the outstretched leg. Actually, we're not going to do that. I'm going to change that up. I'm known for this in my classes. I'd like you instead to take your left hand and bring it to the inside of your left calf. In fact, bring the back of the hand in there. And then raise your right fingertips up to the ceiling. Reach up, make space through the side body. As you exhale, slide your left hand down the leg towards the foot. Your top arm is going to reach up and past your right ear. Could you spin your ribs open to the ceiling a little more? And can you relax the right shoulder away from the right ear? Your outstretched leg is active, toes facing ceiling. Breathing here. Keep opening the ribs to the ceiling. Inhale, spiral the top arm up. Come back to seated. Two legs stretching out in front of you. Left leg now drawing in towards you, right heel in line with left heel in line with left sitting bone. Right arm, reach it forwards, wrap it around the knee, sit up tall. Left arm reaches up, sweep it behind you, squeeze the shoulder blade down until fingers touch mat. Walk the fingers towards you. Finding that twist from navel to ribs to collarbones. Perhaps imagining the spine like a spiral staircase. So walking the spine around from the base all the way up through to the chin. Gazing out over the back, shoulder. Last exhale, here the chin nods to the chest. Inhale, look up, look forwards. Release the leg and bring the sole of that foot into the right thigh. Right hand comes down inside right calf. Left arm reaches up. So make space here through intercostal muscles, reach up, and then exhale. Slide the right hand away from you. Left arm comes up and over the left ear, and you spiral the ribs to the ceiling. Let the head go. Outstretched leg, toes are stacked to the ceiling. We're breathing here, last spiral of ribs up. Inhale, come all the way up. Coming into our final pose here, bringing the soles of the feet together. And I'd like your ankles to be ahead of your knees here. If you're slumping in the lumbar spine, remember you can take your cushion or blanket and just pop it underneath the sit bones. Sweep the arms out behind you, interlace fingers and thumbs. Draw the knuckles back and down, shoulders open. This might feel really good for you. You can stay here. Or as you exhale, you can tip from the pelvis, lengthen the body forwards. Perhaps bringing the knuckles up and over. And relaxing the head down towards the floor. And we're breathing here. Relax the jaw, close the eyes. Keep the eyes closed as you inhale, rise up. Keep the interlace of the fingers and thumbs, bring the knuckles around into the left waist. Keep them there and turn towards your right thigh with the body. Final twist. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, bring knuckles to the right hand side of the waist and twist towards the left thigh. Inhale, move the body back to center. Release the hands. Cross the calves. Bring the hands onto the tops of the thighs. I'm just going to take 5 breaths here. So counting those breaths like this. We'll inhale 1. Exhale through parted lips 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. 3 more of those breaths to finish your practice. When you come to that 5th exhale, bring the palms to touch. Bring the thumbs to the sternum. Tuck chin to chest, let the eyes blink open. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. Hopefully your upper body is feeling super supple. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much. Hello, baby. Who's this?